Okay, welcome back, everybody. The Ruckus Crawler here, aka the Rolling Stoner. And I don't know, am I the Ruckus Crawler? Am I the Ruckus Slider? The Ruckus Drifter? We're just gonna stick with the Ruckus Crawler, but we're getting into this drifting hard. So, if you haven't seen it, go back over and watch my MST unboxing video because that's where it's all about. But this is going to be our second little drifting video here because, as you would know if you saw the last video, with my MST RMX kit, we also got this beautiful MST wide body BMW body. Wide body BMW body. It's a lot of bodies. But yeah, we already got it out of the package because I was just so excited I had to open it. I mean, who cares? You really want to see me opening up a piece of plastic? I mean, this is what it's all about right here. And boom. Even though it's not painted yet. Yeah, let's see if I get the light reflecting. Like, oh my god, the lines and the details and everything in this body are just way too cool. Way too cool. So, yeah, like that's the body. We got us some cutting and some trimming to do. Also comes with the grill, windshield wipers, side view mirrors, and even a little diffuser spoiler thing, which, ducktail? I don't know the proper term for that. But I'll tell you this, I'm not a big fan of the whale tail. Like, I get it, you know, if you're actually doing drift racing, full-scale stuff, or, you know, even speed runs and stuff. Like, I get a racing tail, but if you don't need it, I mean, personally, I think they look fucking ridiculous. So to each their own, not bashing. If you're into tails, sorry, forget I just said that. It's just, for me, I'm not really into, like, the big, huge spoiler coming off, but just a nice little, you know, a little diffuser right up the end there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, how cool is that? There's our little 3D print. I don't know if they're 3D printed. Probably not 3D printed. But those are our plastic parts to go on the body. And then we also get the light buckets. Yeah, for the headlights and the tail lights. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. Not gonna lie, back in the day when I was first kind of getting into BMWs, what kind of drew me to them was just the styling of them. And, you know, back then they weren't for everything. They had those halo headlights were just too cool. I thought those were way too cool. So we're going to have to get some kind of light kit for this eventually. And of course, you know, well, let's open this up. You get your decals and your stickers for masking your windows and whatnot. And I mean, the video itself not going to be super long, but the process might be. It might take me a while to get this all sorted out because I do got an idea. I got a kind of an idea of what I want to do with it, and it might be harder than just doing it. So we'll find out if at the end of the video this thing looks the way I picture it in my brain right now. But you all are going to have to wait and find out. So yeah, boom. We got some headlight stickers. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't have a light kit now, so we'll be putting them stickers on. And then what do we got here? Try Kyoto? Oh man, you know I mispronounced that. But you get one of their little sticker sets. Look at these little drift pigs or something. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute. Oh yeah, Rocket Bunny stickers. So I don't know if any of this is officially licensed or not, but I know the terms for being into drifting. And yeah, I was just like, I ordered a BMW with a Rocket Bunny kit. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I don't know if it's technically a Rocket Bunny kit or if it's just a wide body kit, but we got stickers saying it's a Rocket Bunny kit. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, okay, cool. And we got ourselves a little bit of literature here. Yeah, cool. You know me. Maybe you don't. I love saying that. You know me. But I'm not the greatest with stuff. I always watch YouTube videos over and over and over again to try and screw up as less as possible. Not to say I don't screw up, just try to minimize it. So I always appreciate some literature. And then, yeah, we got our window masks. Very important. You want to mask them windows and you want to make sure they're masked good. Because I didn't buy any kind of paint remover or anything. So if I get some up spray, I'm going to have to sit there with a little piece of sandpaper. And then if you don't want to mask them, well, that's actually kind of cool. We got some window stickers. So that kind of changes my plan. To be perfectly honest, that kind of changes my plan. So my plan originally was, I'm not going to get into the color scheme and everything, but I did want to put gloss black on the inside for the windows because, like, we don't have an interior in here, and there's no point in looking at all the electronics, so I figured, you know, just limo tint the windows. tell me that's not drift. Tell me some drifter out there doesn't have like full limo tint. So that's, I was thinking about just gloss black limo tinting the windows. But now we got window stickers. So I don't know. Again, I guess you'll have to find out. You'll have to wait till the end of the video. Are we going full in window tint or are we using the sticker set? So, enough rambling for now. I'll try to add in some photos and stuff. I'm going to have to pull out the Dremel. After a year in this hobby, I still don't actually own any hobby Lexan scissors. I did, it's right here. It was my first custom body I ever did. I thought it was pretty cool, from Iceberg RC. Did the old Ram Charger. Also little Beauregard tutorials lately. It's been teaching me some tricks and tips on to getting some wearing and weathering in there. So yeah, this is the first one I ever did. No Lexan scissors, straight up kitchen scissors. Cut that thing out. Turned out not too bad. And I was like, well, like really, when's another time I'm gonna do that? And then a few months later, I got that base camp, and then I got that Toyota body. So then I was getting into a 10 scale custom body, which, let's see if I have them on hand here. These are my hobby scissors. No shame in the Ruckus layer. These are actually nose hair trimming scissors. I had in like a little traveling male manicure kit kind of thing. And I never really used them. But they're curved. They got a nice curve on them. Believe it or not, these teeny little nose hair scissors, I trimmed out a 10 scale Toyota body with these fuckers. That wasn't an easy task, but we did it. And then after I did that, I was like, wow, really, when's the next time I'm going to be doing a custom body? Because, you know, I'd rather buy parts than scissors. And then now here we are. A few months later, we got ourselves another Lexan body. But that's all good because now we also got ourselves a Dremel. So I'm just going to Dremel it out, sand it down, use the scissors where I need to trim it up, and I'll get back at you with an update when we're getting through there. So see you there. All right, welcome back to the bench. We got our car here. Just getting ready to get the magnet kit set up. We got our body over here. I trimmed it all up. I just need to get in there with a file for a nice little cleaning there. But I just figured I'd bring this up because I'm pretty bad with this stuff. So I Googled it, YouTubed it. These guys, your spacers are only if when you put these plates in, if they don't line up. So right away when I opened the packet, I was like, oh shit, I got to make sure I find out where those go because I don't want to fuck it up. But that's just it. They're spacers. You might not need them. You might need them once you get them on the posts here. And then with these guys, when you get it all set up on the post, you want to have there that part sticking outward. Sorry, doing this one-handed. That guy there. There we go. Sticking outward. So you're going to have one way and then flip the other one the other way. So you have both those lined up. I mean, you don't have to, but it'll just make it easier for screwing them in. And then, yeah, you got your flat set screws. These guys are for the magnets to go onto your plates. You got the smaller ones. These are for the plates to the posts. And then the bigger ones are for the posts. And then again, the reason why I Googled it mainly, well, because I suck, but is these little setting screws. I was not too sure where those go. And those go in the front. So basically when you get these on your post, you just use a little setting screw to set it where you need to go. So just figured I'd bring that up because it confused me and I had to YouTube it. So I'll save you from having to YouTube somebody else by just letting you all know. So I'll hit you all back up once we got these mounted up. Okay, so paint showed up, magnet kit mounted up, and we got ourselves a drift car, a drift bomb. Or sorry, drift missile? That's what they call them, drift missile. So yeah, kind of hard to see. I don't have the greatest lighting in here, but it turned out pretty good, I have to say. Kind of a different process I did this time compared to what I did with my crawlers. Basically, for the paint job, we got this Tamiya bronze paint, which, yeah, kind of a little bit brighter than I was hoping. You can see here on the wheels. I blasted them wheels with it. And, I mean, turned out pretty good. Now that it's all dried up, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So I got that not for the wheels, but for the inside of the body. So we painted, masked the windows, painted the whole body that bronze color, and then took all the masks off, painted the windows with a glossy black because, you know, we got no interior or anything, so I figure let's just limo tint them windows out. And then, yeah, on the outside, we did, well, so what I actually did instead of masking is when I took that protective coat off the outside of the body, I actually used my hobby knife and cut around all the windows. Worked really good, so I didn't even actually have to mask anything on the outside in that sense. Just the headlights. Headlights were the only thing I had to put a mask over. And then, yeah, didn't paint the whole thing black, but did the hood, the roof, and the trunk. And of course, a little overspray didn't really matter. And then after that, we masked all the black parts there, and then painted it all green. And then once that all dried, I took a nice little piece of sandpaper and then just started going along kind of all the sharp edges on it. So I didn't want to go too far with it. I mean, I could have done a little bit more on the roof. Even Kat was like, maybe you should do a bit more on the roof. I kind of wish I did. But either way, I mean, it's a BMW, so it's like half ballin', half old and rusty. So it was kind of funny. If y'all have seen my crawling, I like my rock crawlers to have like gnarly fenders all rusted and damaged out, and I was thinking about doing that to the BMW, so I googled rusted 80s BMW. There ain't much out there. Basically the only thing I could find is where BMWs have been left outside forever, and then they get that kind of surface rust on there, but no actual rust holes or major damage or anything, because, you know, Germans know how to build a nice car, and they build them to last. So that was kind of funny to find out I couldn't actually find any, you know, super rusted out 80s BMWs out there. So yeah, we got our magnets in there. What was I going to say about the magnets? Oh yeah, I used that Gorilla Glue, super glue, and you can kind of see there. Like, you can kind of see where the magnets are. And I don't know if that's because the glue is super aggressive or if it's just part of it. So that's just something to keep in mind. I don't know what people usually use. I had that on hand. I've used it in the past, so I used that Gorilla Glue. And yeah, I got that grill on there. I had some chrome paint left over from the Toyota build, so that's actually chrome paint on the grill there. So yeah, that turned out pretty good. And then as far as the magnet mounts go, I did Google it because there was a few things that I wasn't too sure about, the spacers and some setting screws. So there are two little setting screws that come with these kits, and they go into here to hold it to the front mounts here, but for whatever reason the setting screw that came with was too big. Didn't go in those holes in there. So that thing was pretty much useless. These mounts unfortunately were already cut when I got this kit, so I super glued it again with that Gorilla Glue pretty much as high as I could. But then the front end was still rubbing pretty bad, even up there. And I was like, fuck, well, I've already super glued these in. I can't take them out. So I didn't need the spacers for the kit. The kit worked good. All the spacers I had were just in case, you know, you needed a little spacer there for the mounts to line up. They lined up good. So I actually used the spacers under the magnet to lift that body up a little bit, which I thought was pretty slick. Easy solution, got the body sitting at a nice height, and then as soon as I started drifting around, I realized I've never done this before. Like, all your power's coming out the rear, and you're sliding out your front body doesn't really go down at all. So I don't know. I took a couple of the spacers out, and I'll do some more testers to see, because I do want that body to sit as low as possible. And yeah, so we'll just go from there. And then the rear mounts are just super basic. You take out the stock mounts. That bar slides right in there, and then you just connect these parts here and put them bars down in there. And yeah, pretty much mounted it almost as low as it could go. So we're really on the edges of this mounting kit here. This one's as low as it can go, and the front's as high as it can go. So if it needed to go either way, I mean, we wouldn't have really gotten it. But it all worked out good. So just know it comes with a couple little setting screws. They didn't work for me. I had to figure something else out. Wasn't a big deal. Came with a bunch of spacers. that one just kind of, you know, I've in the past put things together and I'm like, shit, where are these spacers going? I don't put them in the right spot and then something loosens and comes undone. So I just Googled it to be safe. They were just spacers just in case everything didn't line up, and they all lined up fine. So, boom, as simple as that. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Pretty convenient. So just like a crawler, I mean, I've screwed around the living room. It's snowing and raining and everything else. I haven't gotten to get this outside yet, so I don't got no fun footage for you guys. I'll add in what I did in the living room. So, you know, it's pretty boring. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to check it out, it's just me scooting around on the carpet. Yeah, I don't know. It's great. So, my unboxing of the MST RMX 2.0 kit. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. If you're thinking about getting into drifting, I'd highly suggest it. If you don't know much of anything, I mean, you might want to get an RTR. That was my original plan. Again, Aiden over at 88 RC Hobbies, he put the kit together and he also dialed it in, and I appreciate that because as you'll see on the carpet there, I mean, it's not ideal conditions and I'm not doing that great, but I mean, it does its job, and it does its job, I'm sure, way better than it would right out of the box of an RTR. So I'm very happy with that. But I know if I were to get a kit on my own, I mean, it would have taken a lot longer to get it all together. It might have been stressful trying to dial it all in. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube. And, yeah, I just realized, you know, you get the little camber tool and stuff like that. You can do a lot of stuff at home. So if you want to do a kit, if you're patient, I would highly suggest getting the kit and doing it yourself. But if you're like me and you're impatient and you want to get out there now and worry about upgrades later, go for that RTR version. I mean, you're going to have a lot of fun right out of the box. I can guarantee it. And yeah, so I mean, initial thoughts, it's great. This MST body, although I'm assuming not licensed because it didn't come with any of the BMW badges, does look great. The details on it are awesome. The decal kit's cool. And it actually came with full instructions. I was very surprised on that. In this hobby, not a lot of things come with instructions, and again, me being the kind of person that overthinks things and, you know, just kind of figuring it out, I appreciate some info on that. So, yeah, we'll leave that ramble here. Just like with crawling videos, I was in the living room, I had my music blasting, I was doing some figure eights and stuff, thinking, damn, like, I'm not good, but, you know, I'm getting there, and I set up the tripod, and as soon as I hit play, I couldn't link a figure eight to save my life, so I apologize. I'll get better with the drifting, definitely. I'm 2 batteries in. 1 battery, no body, 1 battery with the body, and I was significantly better last time than the time before, so, you know, I'm just going to get out there today in the living room and have some more fun. That way when it dries up, or I can get over to the city to one of those clubs, I know, won't be a total noob. I'll still be a noob, but at least, you know, I'll have a fighting chance of getting out there and not just get pushed off the side. So yeah, feel free to end the video here, but if you want to check it out, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I got some carpet footage in the living room. It's a bad angle, you can't see the paint job because the lighting sucks, but I made the footage and it's here, so I might as well add it in. So yeah, please stay tuned for future videos of this, because I really look forward to getting this beauty out into the light of day where you can actually see that body sliding around perfectly. Like, instant joy as soon as this body was painted and mounted and I saw that little BMW sliding around the living room. It just put a smile on my face. Not even gonna lie, when I actually got into it, I had one of my songs playing that I already getting excited to, and I was actually doing good, and I got a little bit of adrenaline rush going. The hairs in the back of my neck were standing up. I was like, this is fucking badass. So definitely looking forward to getting more time in here. So please be good to yourselves. Be good to others around you. We are all just trying to live our lives here, enjoying each day as they go by. So be good. And yeah, please hit that like. Hit that subscribe if you ain't already. Leave a comment because we always appreciate your feedback. One last big shout out. Again, this video has been sponsored by 88 RC Hobbies. Aiden, I'm going to put a link to his Facebook group in the description, so please go over there and check him out. And I don't shout this out enough. I've been a team driver for the Mudboggers Garage for a while now. And yeah, if you're on Facebook, go over there, check out Mudboggers Garage. I mean, what a great group of people. We all just love having fun. Aiden, the guy that started it and runs it, is just a great dude. So get on over there. And another one I haven't plugged enough yet either is we got our own Facebook group. So if you want to be more involved, kind of, you know, shoot the shit and whatever, come by on Facebook. the Ruckus Crew RCs, and more. So yeah, I'll link in. I'm sorry, not linking. I'm gonna add in a bunch of the photos of like the build and the paint and stuff, and then that carpet drifting. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Okay, welcome back to the living room. I did get this beauty outside one time and realized, like, I really gotta find myself a nice, flat, clean location for this. So we're back to indoors for now. I am about 3 batteries into this, so not too much experience, but as you can see from the first time I was out there, raw chassis, no body. Oh, hit the barrel. We're starting to get a little more fluid with what we're doing here. Still hitting barrels. I have tape on the floor so you can run over that. But, yeah, we're getting better. And I mean, like I was saying at the desk ramble, like, as soon as this body was on here, like, wow, what a smile on my face, seeing this BMW drifting around. Like, it's just turned out great. Unfortunately, inside, the lighting's not too good, but, you know, it is just a beaut. I added in a couple photos. Unfortunately, got no footage from outside because it was just too rough. Body was bottoming out on the suspension. Crud was getting everywhere, and we had to just call it. So, yeah, unfortunately, just have to deal with a little bit more living room footage, but I am happy that at least I can do this to get some time in. Oh my god, we're hitting barrels everywhere here. So that's why I was using tape, so that way there's just no issue. But I'm also not that good yet. Talking now, I'm realizing is taking my concentration from my drifting. But yeah, so I guess one thing I didn't bring up in the bench video was I put a gloss clear coat on this body. And honestly, I really wish I didn't do that. As you can see in the couple of photos, when it was just all matte, personally, I think it looked better. It also had a better effect with having the glossy windows as a tint. So now that it's all kind of glossy, it's all kind of glossy. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think it looks great. It actually even made the green that much darker. So, I'm not complaining, just if I could do it again, maybe I just wouldn't use the gloss. Just kept it dry. But other than that, I mean, I am super stoked with how this body turned out. And that gloss clear coat does give it that shimmer too on the light, so I'm sure it's going to look great. Drifting down, of course. Ooh, yeah, I'm still not the greatest. I want to stop getting snappy and just get more of the big soft floaty drifts. But yeah, so yeah, sorry there ain't nothing too exciting yet with the drifting world, but I'll get there. I mean, this is just the beginning. Once I find a local spot, then I can at least get some more, like, you know, parking lot footage or something, and I'm working on getting a more reliable vehicle so I can head into the city more often too. Then I'd be able to make drifting and scale trail trips a more regular thing, which would be awesome. So yeah, hope you all at least enjoyed it somewhat. And if anything else just makes you look forward to seeing this thing actually in nature's action. One thing too, this Fly Sky radio, fair enough, it's a Fly Sky, it's for planes, but the default mode when the battery dies is full send. And the battery died on my remote, and we got full send into the TV stand and started to chip that paint away already, unfortunately. But it's all good. I can touch it up. Shotgun's passing through here. So yeah, again, big shout out to Aiden over at 88 RC Hobbies. Cheers, man. I am loving this car. I am super stoked that I'm able to start off with something not completely box stock. Like, yeah, give me a little bit of an edge here. Totally. And yeah, come join us on Facebook. The Ruckus Crew RCs and more. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, come on by there and you can chit chat, show us what you got going on. And if you do feel like it, I mean, there's no pressure, but if you want to support the channel and help it grow, I did set up a Patreon. The Patreon is linked into the description at the channel, and I'll also put it into the description of the video. So if you want to be a subscriber, be a part of that Ruckus crew, please feel free. Come buy this dude a beer and subscribe for a month. Yeah, all proceeds to the Patreon will be put back into the channel, whether it be RC projects, RC upgrades, or upgrading the equipment so I can bring you guys better quality film as well. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing where we can get this channel to go, because just having too much fun with it. Cars, trucks, we'll get into planes, drones, all of it. So yeah, be good everybody to yourselves and each other, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace!